Welcome into Soda City Living and another episode of Micalline's Makeover Monday. I'm so excited for this one because these episodes are some of my favorites when we're actually in a client's home to see the finished product. Of course, Elvis joins us, the owner of Micalline. Thanks so much for being here with us.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. As you can see, this beautiful kitchen around us has some amazing countertops. To me, the untrained eye, it looks like natural stone, but it's not. So tell us a little bit about this selection here.
Sure. So this material right here, we refer to this as Kornerstone, which is a sintered stone category. So which means this material is totally engineered. It's a man-made stone. Like you mentioned, it looks just like a natural stone. The only difference is this material goes through a high heat, through a sintering process. They take all the stone minerals, put it in a crucible, and melt it to where it just fuses to form the stone. Imagine like a volcanic rock formation, right? So this particular material has no resin content, which is why it is heat resistant compared to quartz, right? So this is also stain resistant, scratch resistant, and even acid resistant. So you can spill some vinegar on it, a little bit of wine, or and it is not going to hurt this material.
Absolutely, it's crazy to hear, but even crazier to see, because in one of our previous segments, we really did put all of the different stones to the test, and Kornerstone came out on top. Even with permanent marker, most of it came out with just water.
That's right, yeah. I mean, which is why we really love this material, because it's very utilitarian, right? So clients looking for a durable countertop that takes zero maintenance, and this is the choice they go with.
While we're here in this beautiful kitchen, of course, we wanted to talk to the owner of these beautiful countertops. John, thanks for having us.
You bet.
So what were you looking for when you were looking to redo your kitchen?
Well, honestly, the most important thing was making the wife happy. And what was here originally when we moved in did not match our taste. And so we wanted something that was very clean, clean looking, and functioned well.
What did you think about the color options and just everything that you had to see?
Well, with the color options, I thought it was great from what I saw when I was looking at it with my wife. There was a variety of things you could do. You could pick kind of the pattern, like the grain pattern, the stone appearance, which I thought was really pretty amazing. And then the way it came out, you'd have to tell people this is not actually a natural stone.
That's what I thought too. Like I said to Elvis earlier, me looking at this as someone who does not work in that industry, I would think that this is a natural stone.
Right.
And I think most people would think so too. What has the cleaning of it been like so far?
Not hard at all.
Yeah.
Extremely easy. It's not something you have to put a lot of elbow grease into, and it maintains its appearance quite well.
Absolutely, very shiny, a great finish as well, and of course you did pair it with the Invisacook.
Yes, that's
so
the best
tell us a
part.
little bit about that.
The Invisacook is great. My wife was insisting on it. I said, we'll see, versus gas or electric, but ever since we started using it, I still talk about what a cool stove it is.
It's such a unique option too. And then you did pair the countertops with the backsplash right here, the Micalline Grout-less. Have you had any cleaning experiences with that yet?
Not yet.
Not yet,
Not
but
yet.
The good thing about the Grout-less, we've talked about this in previous segments too, all you have to do is wipe it.
Yeah.
You're not scrubbing grout.
Right.
Yeah, so really easy, spotless, and easy to clean kitchen
You
is
bet.
always good. Now, what was the installation like?
It was pretty seamless. The guys did most of the millwork, I think all of the millwork outside, so we didn't have to worry about a lot of dust or noise or things like that. And it went in fairly easy. I don't remember any complications whatsoever, and really enjoyable process.
Overall, how would you describe from start to end your experience with Micalline?
Oh, it was great. The guys are very professional, very personable. They take what they do very seriously. And if we ever had an issue, I know my wife had some questions. They were very quick to respond, and just really pleasant to work with.
Do you have any pro tips for anyone looking to get a new countertop?
Aside from working with Micalline, no. This is out of my lane, this kind of stuff. But I'm very, very happy with how it all turned out, and definitely worth it.
Of course, we have to take a closer look at this beautiful island right here, but it's actually so much more than an island. It has a cooktop in it, but where, John? Where is it?
Great question. Actually, the cooktop area, the 4 burners are right here. which I still am amazed by.
Yeah, so how exactly does that work? It's the Invisacook paired with the Kornerstone countertop,
Right.
of course.
Right. Well, there's a certain distance that they are. I kind of eyeball it. My wife gets out a tape measure and measures it.
Yeah.
And then we throw these out there, and usually we're pretty close. That's where one burner is for sure. I'm almost 100% confident.
Yeah.
And then I know we use this one quite a lot. The thing is that the Invisacook will tell you when it's not on.
Okay.
So if it's beeping, you're not getting an induction into whatever your cookware is.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay, and so how do you turn it on? How does it turn on?
Well, the secret compartment right here, which once was a door, this is what the guys did. They modified this so that this is just solid, but they opened this up. And so the power button is here. So right now it's off, that's on.
Okay.
I'm gonna choose the burner right there, and then I'll put on some heat. And right now, right, stone cold, nothing going on. You can hear it kind of kick on. And now it's beeping because there's no pan on it.
Okay.
And I put it on there, give it a couple seconds, and the beeping will stop. Anytime now. There we go.
Wow.
Right.
Okay, and you can hear it a little bit, but it's very, very quiet. I'm sure if
Yeah,
you
it's
had the
not bad.
TV on, you
Yeah,
wouldn't notice
it's
at all.
it's not bad. So just to show you that it's working, I'll throw some butter on there, and this should melt in just a second if it's not going to melt already.
There it goes. It's already starting. I can see it.
Yep.
Wow, that is wild.
Yeah, it's already starting to melt.
Yeah, so what were you looking for when you decided on Invisacook? Had you ever heard of it before?
I did not. My wife looked into it quite a bit when she was picking the stove top for this area. The thing that I was most concerned about was the safety. We have a 5-year-old daughter. I was concerned about burns. I was concerned about the stove accidentally being turned on. I was concerned about her putting her hand on it. And this really kind of checked all the boxes as far as being the safest way to cook.
Definitely safety, and then also space saving.
Oh yeah.
'Cause if you think about it, I mean, you're not having to clean around a cooktop or decorate around a cooktop. It's just a normal island as far as anyone's concerned.
Right, and that was the big thing for my wife, is she wanted something that looked good, but also functioned well. I was more concerned about the safety. She was more concerned about the appearance. But it looks great, and if you don't tell somebody there's a stove here, there's no way they know.
They would have no idea, and you can see that butter's
Yeah, that
really
butter's
melting right
melting.
there.
So just to show you that the actual surface doesn't get hot, I'm going to turn it off now. I'm going to move that out of the way. And you can actually touch that. There's no heat there at all.
None at all. It's stone cold. I'm
Yeah,
sure
right.
just like it was before. You can't tell a difference between these two areas.
Right. The
at
only
all.
thing that gets hot is the pan, which is pretty cool.
So what would you recommend to someone who's looking to totally redo their kitchen?
Oh, absolutely an induction stove, without a doubt. I thought it was going to be terribly expensive compared to the other versions of cooking, and it actually isn't. So if you have a choice and you're redoing a kitchen, absolutely an induction stove.
Micalline is offering $500 off your kitchen or bath surface when you mention this segment on Soda City Living. Head to Micalline.com to check out Valentine's Day specials. We'll be right back.